Electric vehicles. Electric vehicles are the vehicles which are either partially or fully powered on electric power. Power is converted from the DC battery to AC for the electric motor to run. The accelerator pedal sends a signal to the controller which adjusts the vehicle's speed by changing the frequency of AC power from the inverter to the motor. The motor connects and turns the wheel through a cog. When the brakes are pressed or the car is deaccelerating, the motor becomes an alternator and produces power, which is sent back to the battery. An electric vehicle works on the basic principle of science, that is, conversion of energy. An electric vehicle has three parts: induction motor, lithium-ion battery, inverter. Induction motor. The induction motor is very powerful and sophisticated kind of power source used in electric vehicles. It consists of a rotor and a stator. The stator receives electrical power input from the battery and a rotating magnetic field is set up around the stator. This induces the current into the rotor as well, which makes it rotate. Lithium-ion battery. Electric vehicles don't use a single battery like a phone. Instead, they use a pack which is comprised of thousands of individual lithium-ion cells working together. Electric vehicles get their power from rechargeable batteries installed inside the car. These batteries are not only used to power the car but also used for the functioning of lights and wipers. Inverter. Another important component of this setup is an inverter. The DC current from the battery has to be converted to AC current as an input to the motor. Also, the inverter is the component that alternates the AC power frequency to enable the varying speeds of the wheel. Advantages of an electric car. No gas required. Electric cars are entirely charged by the electricity we provide. Electricity is largely less expensive than the gasoline. More convenient. The electric vehicle is easy to recharge, and the best part is we will no longer need to run the fuel station to recharge our car before hitting the road. Even a normal household socket could be used for charging an electric car. No emission. The biggest advantage of an electric vehicle is its green credential. Electric cars are 100% eco-friendly as they run on electrically powered engines. Safe to drive. Electric cars undergo the same fitness and testing procedure test as they are fuel-powered cars. An electric car is safer to use given their lower center of gravity, which makes them much more stable on the road in the case of collision. Cost-effective and low maintenance. Electric cars run on electrically powered engines and hence there is no need to lubricate the engine. Reduced noise pollution. Electric cars put a curb on noise pollution as they are much more quieter. Disadvantage of an electric car. Recharge points. Electric fueling stations are still in the development stages. Not a lot of places you go to a daily basis will have electric fueling stations for your vehicle. Electricity isn't free. Electric cars can also be a hassle on your energy bill if you are not considering the options carefully. Short driving range and speed. Electric cars are limited by range and speed. Longer recharge time. While it takes a couple of minutes to fuel your gasoline-powered car, an electric car takes about 4 to 6 hours and sometimes even a day to get fully charged. Battery replacement. Depending on the type and the usage of battery, batteries of almost all the cars are required to be changed every 3 to 10 years. 2022 is projected to be a pivotal year for electric vehicles. Not only will the consumer start to see radical changes in transportation options, but with new technologies emerging and more companies embracing electrification, we will start to see key players of electric vehicle revolution accelerate forward and succeed.